Okay.
Wonderful.
It's always an opportunity to gist, to talk, and to share knowledge. It's always an opportunity.
All right. Hi, I'm Patrick. Hi, Richard. Nice to
Hey,
meet you.
Moses. Hey, Patrick. Hey, everyone.
Okay. I'm going to start the conversation, but Richard is going to be the one moderating, and he has some few questions and some conversations, right? For those of us that are waiting for Jamil, Jamil had an emergency this morning in terms of work, and now he may not be able to join, right? But he's going to send his own videos, which he already shared before. So we're going to continue the conversation. So thank you again, Moses, for joining us. And for those of you that are just joining, this is Cloud Training for Enthusiasts, right? This is the brain box behind Cloud Enthusiasts. And our aim is to we discover, we groom, we empower, and we provide the opportunity for all any enthusiast, especially in relation to tech and cloud, to succeed in their career, right? And today we are going to give people opportunity to launch your career. You want to go into cloud engineering, you want to learn, you want to understand the basic rudiments of how to succeed in all sphere. That is what you want, then you are in the right spot. So my name is Sato Patrick Aigbogun, right? And I have with me, I'm going to allow others to share, to introduce themselves. Then we take up the conversation. So over to you, Moses. Let us meet you.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Moses, and I'm a DevOps engineer. I'm a senior DevOps engineer. Uh, Generally, DevOps, I know people say DevOps is, it looks vague, it looks big, right? And I know that the conversation we're going to be having today is to show you how it is achievable and how it is closer to the smallest of the things that you might have close to you or that you might have around you. So there's no need to rush. There's no need to be anxious. There's no need to be afraid. Yeah. So that's just basically that about me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Moses, for that. This is Richard. Today I'll be the moderator for this meeting. And Moses, I'll be having several questions for you. And I hope that you will walk us through your whole uh, work experience and journey based on what I'm going to share. And let's learn from that. Let's learn from that the best practice. And yeah, ready to kick start?
All
All
right.
right.
Um,
Wonderful,
Thank you,
wonderful.
Richard.
No worries. So, you know, for every person has a journey you walk through it, and every person, or including myself, I started one place, I end up another place. Like I'll give you a little bit of background myself. I work in the IT field. I was an assistant for IT manager before shifting my career to sales, and that was almost 15 years ago. So the decision that I've taken, I will never regret it because I love it, and that's something that I would walk to back to my career, and I share with people like how I started as a very simple technical person, trying to go through the technical field, and then I end up a sales manager, managing six-figure projects in the Middle East. So the first question I have for you, Moses, is that I would like you to walk us through your journey into cloud engineers, engineering, and what was your very first cloud role look like? If you can share with us some insight about that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Richard. And yeah, nice to meet you again. Patrick. He has been a mentor all around, right? So for me, remember when I was giving my introduction earlier on, I said cloud could be brought down to every little thing you have around you, right? So for me, um, it came up first as a desire. Mind you, I studied electrical engineering in the university here in Nigeria, and I actually had happened to have a dad who was a network engineer, right? So while growing, he gave me a little bit um, exposure to all of that when I finished my secondary school. So I went along with him just to understand all the basic networking and all, and to see how all those things actually intertwine. Considering the fact that I graduated as an electrical engineer, right? So along the line, I got a job, right, into a telecoms company, and what I was using or what I learned more like something very small back then was actually very instrumental for me to get that job. Now, um, there is a continuous chain, right? So along the line, I wasn't. It was like I wasn't getting all I actually expected. It was like I wasn't actually getting all I actually wanted, right? So I got to hear about DevOps engineering, and I tried to access a couple of environments to um, learn. Mind you, coming from a humble background, having to pay for some of these things um, is quite on the high side. The first DevOps training that I saw was charging me $250. And as a Nigerian, it was a little bit difficult back then. There was all these prices were going higher, and having to achieve or having to get any of those prices then was quite high. So I was looking for a free training. I didn't get, but what I got to learn along that line is if you are looking for something valuable, you have to be ready to pay for it. You have to be
Mm.
ready to pay more for it, right? So I was looking for internship, right? So I went to LinkedIn, searched for a couple of companies. I wrote out a couple of cover letters, sent them invites both in Nigeria, in the US, every part of the country, because where I came from, I'm never afraid, right? So then fortunately, a company actually reached back to me, right? And they were like, oh, they are ready to take me for an unpaid internship. I was so happy. It actually occurred, I actually saw the congratulatory message on the 1st of January that year. So I was so happy. It was more like a good news for me, one of the biggest
Mm.
goal posts. But I got into the job. Yeah, it was internship. I got to learn, but it was more like the basic rudiments were lagging for me. So again, I started looking for training sessions just to learn more, to achieve more, to become better. And I got to, I came across Patrick, and
Mm.
he introduced his platform to me. I was like, oh, this would really help me. Mind you, at that particular time, I was actually facing an issue with an Azure deployment,
Okay.
and it was more like my whole world was shattered. Mind you, in cloud, if you are
Mm-hmm.
unable to fix a problem, a lot of people are dependent on you, right?
Yes.
Tell
Yes.
it, a developer will tell you I'll use 2 months. A product guy will tell you I would use 5 weeks to design all the PRDs and all and all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
a cloud guy is never given that much opportunity to get more time
Yes.
because everybody is actually being blocked by you.
Mm-hmm.
So that really pushed me out to go find more knowledge, pushed me out to go get one or two things, right? And I came across Patrick. It was a LinkedIn post. When I reached out to him, so he was like, oh, he has a training and he actually came with a cost. Yeah, I have worked, I've been able to save money. So I stacked up those money
Mm-hmm.
and I paid for the training. And it required me to change my laptop because I was using an old Windows laptop, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I had to use all my money back then to purchase a Mac 2013, early 2013
Mm-hmm.
Mac,
Mm-hmm.
Mac Pro. So with that, the training was occurring weekends, so I could do my job and I could attend the training during the weekend. And from then till now, I wouldn't really say it's history, but that training alone actually gave me a lot of things that I actually needed for all the next roles that I was looking for, right?
Knowledge.
Really
Yes.
helped me. And then it gave me an opportunity to have a one-on-one communication with my mentor all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's one
Mm-hmm.
call away. If I have anything, oh, Sir Patrick, I have this. And it's a little bit sketchy to me. And since then, yeah, it's been roller coaster, I must say.
That's wonderful to hear that. Like I've heard like you talk about many challenges, which is quite understood. And like, is there any other challenges during your journey that you would like to share with us, like as one liner, and how did you overcome it? Beside then the story of the Azure,
Okay. Challenges. Yeah, there were.
that's like
Um,
one challenge, because I know like you change your laptop, you want to invest
okay,
into the
those
training,
were
which is quite
alongside.
understood.
Okay.
Yeah, which is
All right.
wonderful.
So the basic challenge I faced back then was having to come, having to conjoin all the knowledge that I have and
Mm-hmm.
having to utilize it in the profession, right? It seemed abstract, it seemed big, but it is closer to everything that you think you know or everything you might have achieved along the line.
Okay.
So the first thing that the platform gave me was firstly a mentor, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
secondly, helped me solve the technical issue I had, which was related to an Azure Kubernetes service.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. And this is, um, so this is like a question that you may have reflected back to yourself during this journey. Let's say that if you want to take decisions, retake decisions based on the journey that you have done it for the past 6 to 12 months. Imagine like I'm someone who is going to cloud engineer. What would be like? What would you recommend for someone who want to be ready for a job, and what would you share with us? Let's say 6, 7, or 9 or 10 bullet points that he would do within 6 to 12 months, based on what you ref- share with us right now, based on your reflection, and whether you advise them to do exactly what you shared, or we would have taken better decision or different decision, like for instance, purchase a laptop. If you can share this with us, let's say if you like, if you want to, for example, if you want to change your roadmap, or if you want to continue with what we have done, just share with us like, okay, I'm want to become cloud engineer. I have this gap of 6 to 12 months. What do you advise for a student as myself to do?
Okay. So my to me, my first rule or the first advice would be to get a peer, right? Get somebody that has the same desire as yours. Might have been ahead of you,
Mm-hmm.
might have been behind you, but somebody that helps you to question yourself daily,
Yes.
right? That is one. Number two is getting technical competence, right? You do not become highly experienced in one day. It's a process.
Mm.
You have to get ready for the process and you have to
Okay.
start and it is continuous. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a one-time process. It's continuous. We learn every day. Everything
Mm-hmm.
you see online helps you to learn every day. So you have to be ready to pick everything that you have to
Okay.
help you grow to that stage that
Mm-hmm.
that you see yourself as. And the third bullet to me then was um, I kept on applying,
Okay.
regardless of the level of experience I have. I kept on shooting my shots, as it is called in this side of the world. I kept on sending LinkedIn mail invites, kept on sending cold mails. I kept on, if I show you my email, my mailbox, my sent mailbox, In a week, I send, let's say in a day, I send nothing less than three in a
Okay.
day, right? And this helps me to get more familiar with the terminologies that are being used in the profession.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That anything that I got to see that they are doing and I'm not really conversant with, I'll go back to the first person, which is a peer or a mentor. Explain it to me. What does this mean? Before that, I would have done a little bit research, then go back to a peer or a mentor. Oh, explain this to me. What does this mean? Um, how can I become better with this? Right? Um, so those three things are so important. I know to others they might break it down into multiple steps, but
Okay.
for me, those three things are really important.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing with us about that. So this is like a team collaboration question. Is that I have here like, how do cloud engineers collaborate with the product engineering and the security team? If you can elaborate this for us.
How do cloud engineers collaborate?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, right now everybody is going to the cloud, right?
Yes.
And the benefits are really big. Increased uptime.
Mm-hmm.
You,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, as a product owner, as a project manager, it
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't really be good for you to hear that today your product is available, tomorrow it is off,
Okay.
right? You want your customers to have a sense of, oh, we own this product and this product is always there to help us. So, as a cloud engineer, as a DevOps engineer, my first work is to um, give them an environment that they could work with, an environment that is easy for them to continue working, right? Now, when developers are working and every of these people in the SDLC process, they are working, um, I have to ensure that either they are there or they are not there, their work continues. And that brings about automation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I also introduce automation to them. It makes their work easier. It helps them to write a code now, and even if they are sleeping, their code gets deployed, and the
Yes.
customers do not see any form of downtime because they want to change the code. Another thing that helps them to do is I help them to streamline the process and make it faster, and make it easier, and make it understandable, even
Mm.
for the intern to understand,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Um, so not just only the fact that they are writing their codes, I give them an avenue for them to relate with their codes, for them to see their code come live, for them to see their code solve possible solutions that the clients are actually having. So I would say I am more like the center of them all, right? Because you bring your load, I help you file tune it, I help you shoulder it, and I give it to the client. It solves their problem, and the money comes in. So
Mm.
that's how it is.
Wonderful. Wonderful. One thing that you have realized, like we were discussing, like you're sharing with us about your, journey and about all of this. I think you've as well created a habit, and this is a question for you. Like, what advice would you share with us about habits in order for, again, someone who's tapping into this particular career to grow in their career faster. Like, you share like you're connecting with people on LinkedIn, you're sending out emails. What other habit would you advise or would you share with us additional?
Okay. Um, yeah, there was an habit I have back then. Continue studying and
Okay.
always trying to try things out, right? Um, So one of the basic reasons that I actually got the mark was that it gives me an opportunity to simulate everything that I could use money to buy, right?
Mm.
On the cloud, you pay subscriptions to AWS, Azure,
Yes.
GCP for you to be
Mm.
able to utilize their environment. But with the Mac, it gives me an opportunity to try out things without even having to go to those places free of charge. So um, I can simulate the environment. I can go back to the drawing board. If I see a particular problem, go back to the drawing board, try to understand what this actually means, try it out on my hand, right? If I have a blocker, documentations are online, um, but I always have this at the back of my mind that nothing is unsolvable.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has done it sometime,
Okay.
and just need to find the solution. So I would say another habit I had back then was having to look for problems and having to look for solutions,
Okay.
because that helped me really grow. A mentor will guide you when you're having a problem, but a problem will guide you when you do not even think that you could have a solutions from the slightest
Mm.
way, right?
Wonderful.
So
Yeah.
with the problem, I look for more solutions. I I'm not lazy. I look for more solutions. I try to question the already created solution and find a better way to go about it. Since DevOps, cloud engineering is about improvement. So you have to be ready to improve. So those are
Wonderful.
the basic things that I also have at the back of my mind that I
Mm-hmm.
keep as habits.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Since I work in the field of sales, it reminded me about something like when I first started my career, I had many failures in closing deals, and it was very challenging for me. Like coming from technical background and trying to tap into sales, so I was like acting as a pre-sales, but I'm trying to close the deals. But then what I've learned by time is that there is this very simple quote. There's a quote that they say, "I haven't received 1,000 no, but I have learned 1,000 way to reach my
Please.
goals."
Yeah.
All right. So I think what we're doing, which is quite interesting, is that you're trying to find the problem and find the resolution for that problem, which eventually it will help you to reach to a solution, right? Like if there is no problem, there is no solution, and that's
Mhm.
quite interesting. And so habit, like it's like in a way, what would help you during your career is that even if this problem happen in your next job position or anything like that, you've already been there. You know how to resolve it, and you've already know the solution, which is very good habit and very good to share with us like this ideas. So this is a question about the CTFE training program. All right. So how did CTFE training program support beginners in getting hands-on the experience? If you can as well elaborate a little bit more about this point.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting. The CTFE training program actually gives you a whole lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, from first understanding the profession,
Okay.
right? Understanding how it works, understanding how you really matter in the workplace, right? Understanding how you really matter in providing solutions. So that is the first thing the training program helps you to do. It's not it's a long training program,
Yes.
and in the in in the week or in the month there is a goal, right? The
Yes.
goal is help you grow in this training or in this language and help you understand how it is working,
Mm-hmm.
help you come to terms with it, and build you from not just only a beginner to somebody that can answer questions on it. Now, when you can answer questions on it, it means that you can solve a problem on it, right?
Yes.
Um, and at the final stage, I'm bringing this, chipping this earlier on. At the final stage, there is always an internship program
Mm-hmm.
that actually takes you beyond all the things you've learned, puts you in the middle of the problem, see how industry experts are solving problems, and
Yes.
see how it is turning out to be profitable for the business or for the organization.
Okay,
So
okay,
yeah,
that's
so
interesting. Yeah.
that's the last part of it, and it is really the juicy part of it, right? Yeah, I've made mention of the first stage where
Hmm.
it helps you to, first of all, brings you out of wherever it is you might have been coming from, your profession, your knowledge, and then helps you to settle in to the profession. I've talked about the last stage, which actually helps you to gain an hands-on experience for you
Hmm.
to be able to understand how it works and for you to also be able to play your part in achieving a secured environment,
Okay,
automation in um, achieving results faster. Now, in between is the technical know-how part.
mm,
It brings the training brings technical know-how to you.
okay,
The first week might be a little bit rusty for you because you are not really conversant, but
okay,
along the line, you start speaking technical terms. You start spinning up servers, start using the various Linux commands to automate things. You start knowing how to architect solutions. You start knowing how to get to the root of problems and how to solve them, right?
okay,
And the third um, part of it is that it gives you opportunity to get certificates, right?
okay. Yes,
You enroll in the program. There are some free certificates that you can actually get that you don't have to pay money for. The training helps you to achieve them. It equips you to pass them because they will be an addition to you when you are looking for the job on the larger scale. So
wonderful, wonderful,
those are the things that anyone that tries to or anyone that enrolls enjoys.
wonderful. So I'm wrapping up with one final question, which I think you may have answered during your career progress, but again, this is a question for you. What advice do you have for someone, feeling overwhelmed by cloud engineering?
Okay. The first advice is look for Mr. Patrick.
Yes, that's for sure. If you don't have Patrick, it will be very difficult.
Yeah. So as playful as that advice might be, it is really real and it is really important. Um, Look for an environment where you can learn. You don't have to be afraid.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes,
Cloud starts from the little things you know, then it blows to things that you do not know, helping you
mm,
to know them. So look for environments, look for peers that are also in the same line with you. So you could not just only get to it faster, but you would get a solid and a deeper understanding of it. And finally, be ready to burn candles, be ready to learn, be ready to unlearn, and be ready to relearn. So
yes,
I believe if you have every of these things, you you have what it takes to be a cloud engineer.
wonderful, wonderful. Moses, it was very insightful informations, and I really love what you shared with us today during your career journey. I wish you all the best during the next 100 years, and yeah, I mean, like I've really understood, like you started with very simple, um, like I want to tap into the career where I can put myself in. You invest. This is where maybe your first investment into bootcamp, and then you find Patrick, and then you invest into laptop, and then something that what catch me right now is that you said like ready to learn and unlearn, right? Which is quite amazing because like every one of us has a learning curve during their career, and even it happened with myself is that there is some stage where I have to unlearn in order for me to learn a new method, new approach, new way on how to okay deal with clients, let's say, or maybe to manage your platforms to manage your environment, and you put yourself into the environment where as well you can learn from the environment, which is basically call it community of engineers that would be helpful or be ready to serve each other's, help each other's, and that's wonderful information. Like more or less, I feel like I was speaking to myself because this is exactly how I start my career. But during that days, um, we didn't have the community. I think I was lack of community, which is something that I hope I could have done it during that time. But it's okay. Wonderful, Patrick. Um, Thank you so much for this session. Thank you for the short notice. I'm always ready to participate for the the interview. Back to you, Patrick.
Yeah, thank you so much. See, the interview was really, really insightful. You did excellently well, as you always do, right? And Moses, I want to appreciate the fact that I decided not to interrupt. You just started back and just watch you share your awesome experience because it's not really. I won't say the whole credit goes to me or goes to Cloud University, yes, right? You actually put in effort. You are a definition of enthusiasm without end. Because I know, uh, I know way from the first. I think it's more than 5 years now since so we've met. Since it's been, and even in that 5 years, as you grow from one career to another, to another, to another, you still kept in touch. You still maintain that closeness. You still, in fact, you're part of Cloud Enthusiasts generally, and you've also mentored a lot of people. You have also mentored a lot of people. And this is what we talk about give back to the community. You understand? You have given back to the community and you still keep giving back. So, and for those people that are, everybody that are going to, that are watching right now, that is still going to watch after this live stream, cloud engineering is, yes, it's complex. Let's not water it down when you don't have a leader, a guide, when you don't have a mentor. You understand me? And I think I will just use this little experience opportunity to share my little experience. When I started cloud engineering, although I've been in the cloud engineering space, but I didn't even know that I was ever in the cloud engineering space. Because sometimes you can be there and be doing a particular routine. So you need somebody that will open your eyes and that will give you the revelation that you are there, right? These are the stack you need to add to your existing skill to make you more reliable, more sorted for, more being able to provide greater solutions. And that mentorship came. I was also mentored, right? I will mention few, Ujay. I will mention my guy in the UK. I will mention Mr. John Agosi when I was working in Globalcom as consultant. I will mention so many people. They also helped me. Even many team members have also helped me in this my part in 15 years of my part. But there's one thing that is very very common: mentorship, having somebody to mentor you to your own personal enthusiasm. Now, there's a session that is going to start next week. And this session is we already have people that are registered, that have shown interest, that are registered. But we realized I'm in Canada, I'm in Quebec. We realized that the tech feed is going to be more open to bilingual people. So as you are learning language, it's very good. If you have a bilingual language, it's also very good. But this is the best time for you to jump into this wealth of experience and wealth of opportunity, right? And somebody said cloud engineering is already going out of the way. AI is there. I won't bet to differ because cloud engineering is the bedrock that is holding all new innovations, right? And the demand of cloud engineering and demand for cloud resources has skyrocketed since the advent of AI, right? So the AI is very good. AI is good, and the AI we're talking about it require a cloud engineer to deploy, to manage, and to scale. So you see, the more the technology go up, the more the cloud request also increased. Now, how do you become a cloud engineer? Simple. You can just sign up for the next cloud training. There's going to be a group. First of all, we have a general group. We use a WhatsApp group, which is going to be shared during this meeting. Just join this session, November, December session, WhatsApp group. This group gives us, because we build a community, all our team. It's not about learning from me, you also learn from your team. So we like to create this kind of personal community within yourself where you get to know yourself, gist, and have fun while learning. They will also have a CTFE platform where we manage all our training, right? So the link is going to be shared. Join that group. If you are a bilingual person and you are in Quebec, you are in Canada and US or any part of the world, or you are more of English, please join this session. This session is designed for you. And I also tell you, we have 3 months intensive training, 3 months intensive training, instructor led, then 3 months internship training, 3 to 6 months internship training. That 3 months intensive training gives you the opportunity to understand the stack. What we do in that 3 months intensive training, we remove the noise from the cloud engineering. We remove all the noise. We focus on the core skill that you need to succeed. Then after we give you the core skill, we'll take you to the next level, which is applying this core skill. And let me also tell you the truth, it's more than the technical skill, as Moses have shared. There are some culture, there are some personality, there are some skill, there are some interpersonal skill you need to have, which is more than technical skill. These are the things we provide: mentorship, collaboration, enthusiasm. As according to what he said, some other aspect of SFDC will say this project will be done next week. This will be done next 2 weeks. But when it comes to cloud engineering, it's not like next week. It's now. Sometimes it requires on the go. You can get a call. There's something is down. Something is about to go down. There's an SROE alert. You understand? You don't know. You have to jump at it. You have to get it done, and everybody's on you. So that kind of pressure, for you to be able to manage that pressure and still remain and still keep smiling the way Moses was smiling and the way I'm smiling now, you require a community. You require somebody that will help you so that you won't just get yourself like, what have I gotten myself into? So this is a call for everybody. The link is going to be shared with the WhatsApp group link. That group is specifically for this section, right? And just join. And I trust me, it's not as hard as you think. It's very easy with CTFE cloud training. That's what we say. Yeah, your journey to your cloud fairyland comes through. And you can see our logo is Aladdin. We try to make it very fun, very simple, and very relatable. So, Moses, again, thank you. Richard, I'm so glad you came. And for more details, you can send us a DM and join the WhatsApp group. And there's a link, CTFE link. The website is currently under upgrade right now. All our infrastructure is currently under upgrade, massive upgrade. And please join the session and let's work together as we move to the cloud world. So
Wonderful.
yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
Moses,
Thank you so
pleasure to meet you. It's an
same
honor.
here.
So
Nice to meet you.
thank you so much. So we're going to have more again. I think in our next session, we're going to invite another CTFE champion that have grown, right? It could be from the development standpoint, but trust me, it's going to be a very fun conversation. So thank you for staying tuned. Those of you that are going to watch this live stream delay, thank you so much. And those of you us watching it right now, thank you. And we are sorry for the short notice. We just wanted to do it and get it off way. But in our next live stream, we're going to give a long time so that people can enroll and join the live session and have fun. So from us, CTFE and Cloud Enthusiasts, say thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Moses, thank you so much. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
Richard. Bye.
Thank you, Moses. Bye bye.